The Idols of America, a call to justice and redemption. Introduction, a nation lost in worship. My brothers and sisters, America is at a crossroads. We are a nation that has turned from God to worship idols, idols of wealth, power, and fame. The Bible warns us in Exodus 20 verse 3, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Yet, what do we see today? We see a people bowing at the altar of celebrity and greed while the cries of the poor and oppressed go unanswered. The idols we have made. Let us name these idols, for only by naming them can we cast them down. The idol of wealth, celebrities like the Kardashians preach a gospel of riches, telling people to just work harder if they want success. But they've never walked in the shoes of the laborer, the farmer, or the factory worker. Jesus tells us plainly in Matthew 6 verse 24, you cannot serve both God and money. Wealth is not salvation. The idol of power, leaders like Donald Trump have built empires on the backs of others, glorifying a ruthless catchphrase, "You're fired." It's a phrase that mocks the struggles of working families. But Proverbs 16 verse 18 reminds us, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Power without humility is a pathway to ruin. The idol of fame, reality TV and social media teach us to chase likes and followers instead of truth and compassion. Jeremiah 9 verse 24 warns us not to boast of riches or strength, but to boast of understanding and knowing the Lord. These idols cannot save us. They distract us from what matters, justice, love, and the dignity of every human life. The cost of idol worship. What does this worship cost us? It costs our relationship with God. Isaiah 42 verse 8 says, "I will not yield my glory to another or my praise to idols." By following false gods, we turn from the Creator. It costs our compassion. Jesus said in Matthew 25 verse 40, "Whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me." Yet, while we idolize the rich and powerful, we ignore the cries of the poor, the injured, and the immigrant. It costs our justice. Idol worship blinds us to exploitation. Workers are denied fair treatment, whistleblowers are silenced, and immigrants are left without dignity. Micah 6 verse 8 reminds us to act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with our God. The call to tear down the idols. It is time to reject these idols and rebuild our nation on the foundations of truth and justice. Stand with the workers, demand a National Workers' Compensation Commission to protect the injured and vulnerable. Proverbs 31 verses 8 to 9 commands us, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Protect the vulnerable, advocate for health care that heals, not profits, and for basic human rights for all workers. Defend the truth tellers. Whistleblowers are prophets of our time. Their voices must be amplified, not silenced. Reject the lies of fame and greed, educate ourselves and our children in the ways of truth and compassion, not in the false promises of reality TV and social media. The path forward. Joshua 24 verse 15 tells us, "Choose you this day whom ye will serve, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Let us choose today, brothers and sisters. Will we serve the idols of wealth, power, and fame, or will we serve the God of justice, love, and truth? Let us rise together as one people, united not by idols, but by a shared commitment to compassion and justice. And when we do, we will no longer be a nation lost in idol worship. We will be a nation redeemed, a nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.